And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On the double. Keep him moving. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Going through rails. Blue. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I'd never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense of feeling. You just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball.
It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners 16-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Gant. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gant. His throw incomplete. Look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Gant. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Take it at the 37. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gant. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drive many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Perkins on 3rd down. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Texans at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ritter now.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chigakakwo, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have retaken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Again, they go to Perkins.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the 49ers have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down again at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Texans have yet again retaken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down and 3. Back to throw. Gant. Pass incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try right side with Perkins. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ritter off the play fake. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Callahan, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw, Ritter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Gant, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Off the play fake. Gant. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick completions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. If they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Gant. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Perkins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Perkins. And he'll go down at the 28.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
There's Perkins on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. He can't get him down. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Gant complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
To throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And got his man complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point try now for Moody. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Niners 27, Texans 21. Jake Moody to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. On first down, Gant. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and goal, Perkins. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So here's Mooney back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Callahan. And a good push up front. He's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down. Here's Ritter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jair Brown on the stop there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So give them 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, It feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Gant. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll go with Murphy here on 1st down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off play action. Gant. And his throw here is incomplete.
A good job of coverage there. They took away his time read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on the last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Gant. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing on 1st down. Gant. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle from 10 yards out. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the... Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Ritter will set up to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Ritter. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Give up the middle to Perkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Quickly completed to the right flat. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun. Gant. Pressure comes and down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Slide blue. Go pink. Blue striker. Faster, faster.
On play action, here's Ritter. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6. Murphy running straight ahead and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gant. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ritter. Over the middle, he has a Conqueror. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Ritter looks to throw it. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.